In terms of identifying the initial opportunity, I had no idea that where I started my business was going to become what I've turned it into. Literally, the way I identified the first opportunity was I wanted to get into real estate. I didn't have enough money to buy any real estate. I had an investment banking background, so I thought, how can I benefit from the upside of a real estate asset without owning the real estate asset? So how could I create a property derivative, basically, if you're familiar with what a derivative is? And so I literally said, well, I'm not going to be able to participate in the fluctuation and capital value because I would need to own the asset to do that. But I can participate in the rental income part of an asset. I also noticed at the time that there was a lot of low quality rental stock in the market. And actually to transform the rental stock into something which was higher value was relatively simple. So I just put these two things together in my head. I said, right, I'm going to rent in an apartment, a 3-bedroom apartment. I found one in Elephant and Castle back in 2006. I will spend my last £4,000 upgrading it, and then I'll sublet the rooms individually, all bills included. I'll create like a high quality service. And it's now called Rent to Rent. So I created Rent to Rent in London back in 2006. And that enabled me to generate cash flow on top of the business, on top of the lease payment that I was paying to the landlord. I made, 500, 600 quid a month on the first one that I did. The landlord himself turned out to be a portfolio landlord. He had over 200 properties in that area, and he literally just kept on giving me properties because I was giving him a great service. He wasn't having to pay any agency fees or anything like that. And then before I knew it, I was in a position where the business, I found more clients and I was creating enough cash flow that I could just start buying assets, and it basically just went from there. So I started doing rent to rent, bought my own assets, and then got into development and then grew from there. I didn't know it was going to go down that path. I spotted an opportunity, it made sense to me, I tried it, it worked and it grew. In terms of what did I do differently to other people to grow, I think it's literally about having that absolute focus and that absolute belief. Like for me, like giving up or doing anything, other than getting the outcome that I'm after. Obviously you kind of pivot strategy and whatnot along the way. There's no other option apart from getting the outcome that I want. So I had various business partners along the way. Thankfully, I didn't give them any equity in the business, but I had various business partners along the way who stuck it out for maybe a year or two, and then were like, yeah, look, this isn't giving me the outcome I want. And likewise, I've had people in my team in the company who they joined because they really want to grow and be successful, but then they leave when there are challenges. And those are absolutely, the wrong people to be with. I mean, you might have people like that, in certain positions in your team, but you're not going to have them as part of your core, senior team who are driving forward the business. So I think, yeah, that drive and that commitment and sticking with it through the tough times as well is what's enabled me to grow, yeah.